Yeah, so look, when we're in these toxic relationships, we start getting out. What we're going to realize is like this narcissistic abuse cycle. It doesn't just break our heart, because if it did just break our heart, well, that's going to be painful enough. What it actually does, though, it actually breaks our sense of self. It actually breaks our own mind wiring, and it also distorts in our own mind what is real, because we're living in a chaos. And we're trying to survive that chaos. In order to survive that chaos, we just kind of have to shrink ourselves in order to be small. We give up little bits of ourselves again and again over time. And at some point, it's just like we all hit this breaking point. We all hit this place where it's just like, wow, I think I'm invisible. And if you're living in a world where you feel like you're invisible or a shell of a human being, it's just like, wow, that makes sense that you were actually in there, because that is just a survival strategy. Because you stayed hoping to get back what was never really there. What you hoped was that love and that compassion and that loving person that the narcissist originally showed up as is their real self. And we realized that it wasn't. What we end up doing is we realize that we got stuck chasing their approval. And the whole point is like when we're chasing someone else's approval, we're actually forgetting our own worth. And the reality is once we start realizing what our own worth is and what we gave up in order to survive that environment, breaking free, yeah, it's going to be hurtful. It's going to be painful, because it's just like our world was manipulated and our reality is different. And in order to get back into who we actually are, it takes a lot of grounding. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of self-care and self-compassion. But if we give that to ourselves, then the person that we come out at the end of these relationships is much stronger than the person that had to, shrink themselves in order to fit that environment.